Mr. Savio, tell us first of all, what are the range of products that you have? Then we'll get into the innovations and the nitty-gritties. What kind of products do you have that you offer the customers?
Okay. We have home elevators, we have commercial elevators, we have residential elevators, we have goods elevators, we have parking elevators, and we have customized elevators, which is our major into what we do. So there are different products for elevators which
I see. I guess this company was started in 1972 and you are the second generation.
Yes.
So before we get into the products, let me ask you, how different is the market at that time? How different was your father's approach to the market at the time, and how different is yours?
Yes, the approach to the market was very different. When I speak to my father, he said that in the 70s and 80s there were no elevator manufacturers before. So it was like, it was the elevator person was more less elevator people. So you were in more demand. The builders, the real estate people used to come to you for elevators. Whereas today we go behind the builders and the developers. So because the competition has become very big, the market was very good because there were very few elevator companies and the requirement was very higher at that point. And today their market is very big. There are a lot of elevator companies, well as there's a lot of requirement for elevators also.
Yes, Savio. Also, the point is that many of the new developers are well traveled. So, do they also come and ask you about various, features that they have seen somewhere else abroad, and how to source that kind of features in the elevators that they want to buy from you?
Yes, right now since the market is very open, and the developers and the real estate are being abroad and seeing all the new technology. We've asked a lot of times that can we get this into our elevators, can we get that, for example, like an air conditioned elevator. I don't think so anybody have heard about it. We're doing air conditioning elevators also. So that is something which our clients have asked me. The IoT for elevator, lift mounting system for elevators, the touch buttons for elevators, the TV screens for elevators, the safety like your biometrics, your fingerprint access for elevators. A lot of other features when you see abroad, they want that features, and we have these clients asking me for all this, and we cater them to.
Okay, in terms of USPs of your company, what essentially is your USP compared to the major foreign players who are operating in India?
Okay, I have three major USPs to even start with. First, the company is in 1972, so we have this around 4 decades of experience behind our back, and a service team along with us. That is the first USP, to be in this market, standing in this market from last 30 to 40 years without any problems with it. Secondly is we are into highly customization of elevators. So today any elevator, even a home elevator or a commercial elevator or a car parking elevator, we can give you the solution what the multinationals cannot give you. They have a certain line of product which they can offer you. We can offer you what is your requirement.
Across the brands, right?
Pardon?
Across the brands.
Across, and with the same product quality what you will find over there. So I can give you the same product quality, imported material with the safeties as per European norm safeties. So we see today it is an open market. You have so many things which you see abroad which is coming to our market to sell to it. But to give those things is it's not very easy to get those materials, and we're getting it and we're giving it to our client, and with a satisfactory service to them.
What are the issues that you face when somebody, if a large developer of probably a township, of a luxury township, who wants to get those kind of products, what are the issues that you face in terms of exports or import duties or whatever? What are those issues that you face which you would like the government to change?
In terms of yes, in terms of import, uh, the material clearance from our department and the advantages we get if we are importing and exporting the material also. We do also export of material. So in that case, we are not getting the benefit of being an importer as well as the exporter from the government. That much of benefits what we need. Then the clearance part of it, yes, it is a little difficult clearing here and there, but
what is the government's argument on that? With the department's argument on that, why don't you get the benefit of exporting?
still now I have not seen except the reversal of a GST. I have not seen the import duties reversal is not we have when you do export. We have not got any. There's no norms passed, I suppose, by the government to give you an advantages for the SMEs or anybody who's importing and exporting in that way. Where we don't find any other difficulties. Yes, technically challenged since we are experienced in this field, so we don't have the technical challenge. It is the commercial challenge we have because the client and real estate developers are not ready to shell out that much as what the product is costing us. So that is a little challenge, but there are few people who are ready to understand and there are few who are not.
Okay, now let's talk about the kind of forte that you have in terms of home elevators. How different is it from the usual elevator business that is existing today? What are the demands of those real estate developers who are involved in villa and bungalow development, and how do you meet those demands?
Okay, to be very frank, from last 8 to 10 years, we are more emphasized on home elevators, and God's grace, we are doing a very nice home elevators, and our products are very good, and our clients are very happy with our products.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sorry, you asked me few things. You asked me what are the benefits, what are the difference in the
How different is the home elevator business from the regular?
Yes, home elevator business is more challenging, and I really love challenge work. That is what I'm very interested in it. Because when you come to home elevator, it is the person's idea how he wants his elevator. He wants his elevator to be, part of his house, the aesthetic look, his idea, his something bit more technical sometimes, something more aesthetical, and then there are architects involved, then the architect's idea. So you need to match with everything, even the aesthetic part of it and even the technical part of it. You need to give them the best technical product with the aesthetic what they're looking for. So match with everything. Yes, I feel it's a very challenging product which I'm doing in a home elevator, and I love those challenges. And a lot of customization, and I really love this product because each and every elevator what I've installed in last 8 years are different. There is no elevator which is exactly looking the same. So that is my best thing which I can say about the home elevator which I'm doing.
Okay, Savio sir, I can't resist the temptation of telling you that, real estate developers often say this, that, when it comes to, rather accessories companies, they say that, for everything, the developers, the architects, the project managers will decide. But finally, when it comes to furnishing what kind of chairs, it will be always the developer's wife who will decide what the color would be.
Yes, there are challenges like this we face. We finalize everything. We sometimes finalize the complete elevator, the aesthetic look, everything. The architect finalize, and finally, at the end, like, no, I don't like the finish of this. I want it to be a gold or a rose gold. We face this challenges. This is a part of it. It is a part of the whole thing. No, we have to understand that the client can change this thing, and we need to do it, and we do it also. So that is the reason today we are in a very good books with all the architects today, all the well-known architects which you're working with. They're all in the good books because we try to give them what they want, understanding that a client's wife and the architect, keeping them in mind. Yes, we do everything accordingly.
I see. Now, let me ask you, many of your clients are big developers,
Right.
especially in Mumbai. Now, where other parts of the country do you have any operations in terms of elevator installations?
In home elevator division, sir, we have it everywhere almost. We are doing in Bhuj, we are doing in Delhi, we are doing in Bangalore, we are doing in Calcutta, so we are doing in Bilaspur. So it is in Ahmedabad, in Surat. So it is all wherever we can do home elevators. Yes, we do all over India. Only thing is that we are really selective about the product what we do pan India, because we do only premium products pan India, because it is a product where we don't need to understand that it is not going to give you more problems and issues. So we
Okay.
will be having zero breakdown calls. So we have a product which is zero breakdown calls. So we give that product pan India.
And where do you think are the best elevators available today in the world where you can depend completely on the quality? And my obvious question would be, do you feel the competition coming from Chinese products also?
No, sir. I will say that the best elevators what I have seen is mainly in Europe, which I see with the technology and with the aesthetic. Where I can say Germany has beautiful elevators, which I've seen in German elevators are very nice. Chinese, they look good, but I don't even still have that much of on Chinese elevators for their quality. I will not prefer a Chinese elevator for a home elevator.
I see. I see.
Even though they are price sensitive, then looking wise, they can give you whatever same matching what we will try to give you in a European market, but then the quality is not to the standard of what I will even recommend. Yes, they are. Today China is a market for the best product to get in, but the quality is not what it
Quite substantial.
is.
I see. Now, can you tell us about the innovations in home elevators that you offer? First thing is that what kind of luxury innovations have happened,
Okay.
and what do you offer, and what do you expect things to change in the near future or in the long term? The kind of new technologies is coming.
Okay.
So, what kind of changes also you expect?
In home elevator divisions, yes, we have come up with something called an electronic ball for hydraulic system, a V3A for hydraulic system, belt driven for MRL system, a low pit elevators, a low headroom elevator, low pit safety elevators. These are all the technical points for the architect and the developer to understand.
Okay.
Then we have come up with aesthetic like the full glass elevator, full glass door elevator, glass touch buttons, display with your fingerprint access, with your app access to the elevator, with your IoT for elevator, which is known as a lift monitoring system for elevators. So these are all the new innovations which have come in home elevator, and we are doing all of them. So all of those products which has come to the home elevator segment, we are doing all of them.
And what will happen in the near future in terms of new things which are coming up? You must be reading about, or rather knowing also, a lot of things which are happening in the elevator systems. The
Yes.
vertical transport systems.
Yes. See, elevator was earlier in home segment or in the building was it was a necessity before. When you needed it, then you put an elevator.
Yep.
Now it's become a luxury. Like the elevator, if you remember in Bombay, a 4-story, 5-story building never had a required to have an elevator as per the government norms. But today, even a single-story bungalow or a single-story building wants an elevator. So it's more than the luxury; it has become more than a necessity. It's become a luxury, and yes, to the very necessity like wheelchair access people, for those elevators have become a must. Not like the earlier, it's a 4-story building, we don't need to put an elevator. There's a 6-story building. If a 10-story building, the elevator has to be a certain passenger. So those have changed to a different aspect way of looking into it.
I remember in, I guess it was in Goa, where there used to be sky villas. And those villas were one full floor, an entire floor would belong to one apartment. and the elevator would open into the sitting room. So that kind of system where the challenge was also that it should be seamless. It should not look different at all. So it will be as if you are entering straight into the living room. So the lift does not become kind of a kind of obstruction to
Right.
the feeling of continuity.
So this is what you're just saying is what I do. What you do in home elevator is there are some clients who wants not to feel that it is an elevator coming into their house, which is there in duplex houses, or it is a building which is going for a 3 floors bungalow or whatever it is. So they wanted to just seam with their interior of the house. It should not look like in a very bulky elevator which is coming to. Yes, we do that. That is what our specialty is.
Mhm.
And some places where the client wants to know it, that it is an elevator, it is something which is a mechanical thing. A lot of people, there are different people. Sir. You are
Different opinion.
different opinion. I have feeling like I like more of a mechanical person, and I like to see these pistons moving, the gears moving. A lot of people who doesn't like to see, they like to see a nice seamless finish doors, nice seamless finish over there. You don't want to see that mechanical parts moving here and there. So different opinions and different. So we cater to them accordingly. So if somebody wants a type of elevator, we give them A type of elevator which is seamless. Somebody wants a B type of elevator which is all the mechanical are seen, all the pistons are seen, so we put all the glass over them, around them, so we do that for them. So that is something which is we do a lot.
Okay. Now, what about the after sales service, which is quite important in this particular industry? How do you meet those challenges, and essentially how different are you from the rest of the pack?
The first thing when I started, sir, into the line, I have an experience around 10 years, 10 to 15 years right now in elevator field. So in this 15 years of experience of mine,
Mm-hmm.
my first thing which I learned from my father was the service part of it. When you can keep a customer happy, that is the time that you are going to do a better work in your future business. So that the first thing which I was taught is that your customer has to be 100% satisfied.
Savio Joseph, can you tell us about the inclined elevators?
Okay. Incline elevators is a product which is used to transport from point A to point B in a certain degree of inclination, like a normal elevator which it works. And we are the first person to do this in India,
Mhm.
importing the complete incline elevator and installing it in India. The advantages of an incline elevator is tomorrow going up a mountain or going up a small hill where the inclination is anything after 90 to 30-40 degrees we can do, up to 25 degrees we can do at any inclination. It is just like a normal elevator, like an automatic door elevator, taking you in an inclination angle but straight till the top. The advantage is that it can go up to a speed of 1 meter per second, 2 meter per second, 3 meter per second, and to carry the load of 3 ton up to 3 tons. So for any application which is in a mountain base, a resort, or a devotional center, this is the best product which I have.
And what kind of market do you think in India is existing for this inclined elevators?
This is the first incline elevator in India at present. So I look into future. I see there is a very niche market, but there is a market for it in this. So wherever the mountain ranges, places where client wants to have an resort or any other, their personal houses also.
Even villages on the top of the mountain.
Yes,
like
villages on
Mathेरान.
the top of a mountain where you cannot access to road. There is where we can install an incline elevator and people can go up and down. So accessibility to the village has become more better in this.
Where
option.
else in the world are these inclined elevators installed?
Maximum of these elevators are installed in Switzerland, in Italy, in Germany, which I have seen, and a few, I suppose, towards Indonesia also, but not anywhere I've seen in India. This is the first incline elevator which I'm going to do it in India.
Is there any limit or restriction for the height that you can reach?
Yes, there is a limitation still now. It's up to 300 meters which you can go up to. Up to
Okay.
300 meters which is go up to. This is the limitation we have. 300 meters is a huge height, I suppose.
Yep, yep. And is the limitation because of the height, because of the oxygen levels? What is the limit? Is it by law or is it by?
No, it is the product capability of handling such high travel and
Okay.
an inclination. So it is the product of restrictability of the safety of the product. We might in the near future will be able to go much higher than this, but still now the product capability with all the safeties are only for 300 meters.
And what kind of clients do you have for this?
I have a client. Our clientels are mainly for resorts and bungalows, which the complex bungalows, which is all over more than 100 bungalows in a mountain, giving them the feel of a mountain, giving them the good feel of a mountain, and a clientele for the people like devotional places where people are traveling.
Tirupati and
People difficult to travel on top, for people who are people who cannot climb on top. For all these places, these are the best product which I feel.
thank you so much.
Welcome.